My own mother left me at the airport at 15, just to chase luxury with her new husband and his kids. Can you imagine being 15 years old, looking forward to a dream vacation with your family, only to have your own mother abandon you at a bustling international airport, handing you a paltry $200 with a casual shrug? That moment, at gate 24, didn't just shatter my world, it ripped open a painful truth about my past and set me on a path to a life I never knew I deserved. Trust me, you need to hear what happened when she finally came home to find my room completely, utterly empty. My earliest memories with my mom were actually really happy. I remember weekend trips to the park, her pushing me on the swings until my stomach fluttered with pure joy. For my 6th birthday, she baked a lopsided chocolate cake and decorated our tiny apartment with handmade paper streamers. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and back then, that felt like everything. Then, when I was 8, everything changed. I walked in from school one day to find my parents sitting stiffly on opposite ends of our worn couch. The air was thick with a tension I couldn't quite grasp as they told me they were getting a divorce. The explanation was minimal, just a generic, sometimes adults stop loving each other, which left me with a million questions swirling in my little head. I cried myself to sleep that night, clutching my stuffed rabbit, the muffled sounds of their argument seeping through my bedroom wall. My mom got primary custody, and my dad, he just kind of faded away. Weekends with him became less frequent than just phone calls, which grew increasingly awkward and brief. By the time I was 10, he was little more than a name on my birth certificate, a ghost of a memory. Life with just my mom wasn't easy. She worked 2 jobs, waitressing by day, cleaning offices by night, just to keep us afloat. Microwave dinners became the norm, and I got used to letting myself into our apartment with the key I wore on a string around my neck. But even with the financial struggles, there was a stability, a rhythm. I knew the rules, I knew what was expected, and I never doubted that I was the center of her world. Then, when I was 13, everything changed again. My mom met Richard at the restaurant where she worked. He was this incredibly wealthy businessman who left extravagant tips and always asked for her section. I still remember the first time she mentioned him, her cheeks flushed with excitement as she described his expensive suit and the way he looked at her like she was someone truly special. Their romance was a whirlwind. Within 6 months, Richard had proposed with a diamond ring so huge it looked comically out of place on my mom's work-worn hand. Before I could even wrap my head around having a stepfather, we were moving into his sprawling suburban mansion, complete with a pool, a home theater, and more bathrooms than I could count. But the house came with more than just luxury, it came with 3 additional residents, Richard's children from his previous marriage. Olivia was 14, a year older than me, with a permanent look of disdain that instantly made me feel inferior. Jackson was 12, quiet and withdrawn, barely acknowledging my existence. And the youngest, Zoe, was 10. She was initially the most welcoming, but that friendliness quickly faded once we were all under the same roof. From day one, it was glaringly obvious that I didn't fit into this ready-made family. Richard was polite but distant, reserving his genuine smiles and affection exclusively for his own kids. Family dinners became in, and then watch the full story, link is attached below.